Good morning. Let's play some chess. 15 minutes, 10 seconds increment. Yep, there we go. Let's see who we are playing today. And we are playing Illegas 7. From which country? I don't know. Caro-Kann it is. We are playing against a 1400 rated player. This is our highest rated player so far. And he's playing the advanced variation. That's a challenging variation. And let's see how that goes today. Okay, so he brings the knight out. I believe we take in these situations. Then develop the knight. I think that's the line. But I'm not quite sure. But whatever it is, we will figure something out. I am attacking the pawn, so he probably should take the knight. He doesn't have to, he can also retreat. That's possible. Or defend. But by defending the knight, I can actually take that pawn. Now, I need to be careful doing so, because if I take that pawn, he can actually come in with check. And, well, I think I will meet that check with the bishop move. But he's also X-raying that pawn. Let's see how that turns out. I have no idea. I've never played this line. So I would assume this check will come. And I don't think, in the event of that, I should block with the knight. I don't think that's a good move. You can also go here, which is very passive, but it is also possible. Well, first we have to see what my opponent is going to do. Yeah, we have to see. Okay, so he gives this check. So I think I have two options: block with the bishop or block with the knight. I think I will block with the bishop, to be honest. And on takes, I might consider taking with the queen. Do I need to be worried about a move like that? So here. Now that loses a piece, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's block with the bishop. Now if takes, I have options. For some reason I like taking with the bishop, just to keep this check alive. But takes. Takes is also fine, I think. I can always support the center with the pawn. That knight can reroute. Bishop out, knight out. And that's should be fine. He can attack my knight. Just to build up pressure. I'm not quite sure how I would react on a move like that. He can also decide to castle. It's very good possible. And on castling, I don't know if I want to take the bishop. He's blocking my check, so he's worried about the check, or he wants to activate the queen. Both possible. Which makes me think, should I take that bishop now? There's only a way to recapture, that's with the knight. But then I can solidify the center. And then I think I'm happy in that scenario. What other moves do I have? I mean, the knight is here. Where can it hop? Well, it doesn't have good places to go actually. So I like that. Takes, takes. Solidify the center. Maybe queen will. Wait, takes, takes here. And what about this move? Setting up a discovery attack. Or a double check here. Ooh, that would be nasty. That would be nasty. In that case, maybe this is a good move. Or here. Here. Still, it's unclear then how to deal with it. Takes, takes here. Here. Maybe the knight back. Maybe that's an idea. Maybe that's an idea. I'm not really liking it. I like this better for some reason. First, to start with. Because it also opens up my bishop. I don't know what my bishop is going to do, but it's just... It feels good to have my pawns like that. And then I can think about taking. Now here, oh, he's going in the completely other direction. I can take, and give a check. But it's not checkers. He can also just take my knight instead. So takes, takes, that's also possible. But then I have the bishops. I have the bishops, which is nice. Let me think about it. He is putting pressure on that pawn. But I don't see a direct way he can actually exploit that. Yeah, thinking about this, takes, and then just come in, and then he cannot castle anymore. I'm also attacking the pawn, and if he takes my knight instead, then what do I do with the bishop? What do I do with the bishop? I can retreat the bishop. At least he cannot castle for a move. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. I don't see an immediate threat after that sequence. And he has a choice which piece he can take. I'm still not out of the danger. And the tricky part is he has all sorts of little in-between moves he can do to make it really tough for me. Okay, so he takes the knight. I think that's the best move. I really think it is. I really think that is. I can go in with the bishop, but I can also just retreat the bishop here, like so. Now get the knight out, then get the bishop out. And he can't castle. Not right now, but he can orchestrate castling. That's not the most difficult part. And he has some annoying pressure here. That is quite annoying. I would like to trade queens, but I don't want to allow. I cannot allow queen infiltration here. That's way too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Now the nice part is that the knight doesn't have a lot of good squares. Now the bishop can be annoying, and this is not a fork because he has this check. So on the bishop move, that is an annoying move. I'm not going to play that because that I think will blunder the rook. Is he preparing castling on the other side? That looks a little bit dangerous to me. But let's go here. We can develop the knight. That is important. Now the bishop can come out. I can choose which where I want to develop the bishop. I prefer bishop d6 because it comes with tempo. And then I can castle. Yeah, and then I'm almost happy. I'm almost happy. I have this fork, at least get one of his pieces off the board. That's also in the game. Now he has everything nice defended. He has a nice position, I think. He has lead in development. He can castle long. Get a rook on the opposite sides, which is also annoying for me. But he's pushing that pawn, and by doing so, creating some weaknesses on the dark squares. But he's preventing that move. I think that's the whole idea. Now the queen is almost trapped. Imagine, where can the queen go? It only has this place. So a move like this, it's good to keep the bishop out, but also this traps the queen. And that's a very nasty move. Let's see if my opponent notices that. He needs to evacuate or take actions here. He needs to do something. He really wants to castle. But what about this move? Where is the queen going? That's the big question. I mean, I have everything covered, so... Yep, this is covered by the knight. Yeah. Yep. That's an oopsies, I think. I think that's an oopsies. All right. We are even on the clock. That's a good thing. We are up a pawn. That's also a good thing. I'm really wondering what resource my opponent is going to find. I mean, sometimes you think you had a good move, but it's difficult to identify all the resources of the opponent. Like this, for example. That's a great resource. Now, that's amazing. Now I can still take the queen and also win the knight. That's possible. Now if I move the queen somewhere else, he has created a little escape square for himself. You see, this is really resourceful. I love this. This is so good. This is super strong. If I take the knight, that's not a good move. I think I have to do this and just accept that I'm only winning a piece here. Because he can escape now. That's the whole problem. And I don't have a good way to cover that square. This is an excellent move. Nice found. I don't have a check, like an intermediate move. I think... amazing, amazing. if I go here, for instance, oh yes, this check. No, I think we just play simple chess. Take the queen, take the knight, and just play this position a piece up. Yeah, you can give me a check, but that would be a real mistake. You have to take the queen. There's no other way. And then also my pawn is actually hanging. Maybe I should have taken with the king. Yeah, that was inaccurate. Unnecessary. But hey, we are up a piece, so who's complaining here? If he doesn't take my pawn, I will definitely play b6 here. Okay, so he's putting pressure on the pawn. I do want to play b6 just to preserve some pawns here. I probably will. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to keep as many pawns as possible. We can trade pieces. The more pieces that come off the board, the better for me. Great resource with that knight. I'm wondering if the computer finds a better way there, but I don't think there was. It's an excellent job by my opponent to find that knight sacrifice to save the queen. Yeah. Okay. So how do we do this? I don't have a good knight. It doesn't have any forward movement, so I really want to relocate the knight at some point. Not right now, because that drops a pawn. Now I can take that knight. Knights are annoying, and then we have opposite colored bishop. Oh, that is also something. But I like my bishop here. It's a strong piece. It is a strong piece. Now what happens if I take? Then of course he takes back. He has the open file, but yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's and then I'm the only one with a knight. And my knight can live on a light square. For instance, this one. Not right now, but maybe here. So I like that idea. The knight can hop in and create some problems for us. Target the pawn. I think I will take. Yes, take that pawn. And then maybe try to sort of solidify that bishop. The king can go to f7 maybe. Yeah. Maybe let's do that. Let's take that knight. I want to reroute the knight, but that pawn is hanging right now. So let's not do that. Although I can protect that pawn. Like so. And then reroute the knight. That is better, I think. I think that's better. Let's go for that. Now if the rook comes, then I will castle. Otherwise, I will just continue with that plan. And I think I will try to play f6. That's just a nice place for my king, you know, f7. But let's see. Okay, well, that's a clear sign that I have to castle. It is what it is. I don't want to castle because I like having my king active, but okay. Now there could be tactics. I need to be careful because this pawn is overloaded. It's protecting two things at the same time. But for now, I think we are good. This is our next plan. That knight belongs somewhere else. Okay, so he's blockading the pawn. That's fine. Now, I think I'll go here. With the knight. And now I'm controlling some squares. I don't have to go there immediately. And maybe he will prevent that. That's possible. And I'm going to activate my rook. Maybe even play f6 at some moment, just to restrict that bishop a little bit. Now I have a lot of pawns on dark squares. I think it would be better for me if I had these pawns on light squares, but that is what it is. Let's do this. Let's see if my opponent wants to trade rooks. I don't think that's what he wants. I mean, you shouldn't be trading rooks when you're down. Now I can also go with my knight here. That is also an option. I can even go there right away. If the rook decides to move. We have options. And we have more time on the clock. We have a minute more, which is also for the, well, it's not the first time, but it's not happening a lot that I'm up on the clock. That's quite rare. Okay, I can infiltrate with the rook, target the pawn. Yep, let's infiltrate with the rook. Now that pawn can be easily defended, but still. And then maybe get that knight involved in the action. Now the bishop is doing a good job, so it's difficult for me to get both rooks on the second. That's going to be really tough. But now he's going there. Now I think bringing the knight, I have a tactic there. So I'm going here with the knight and I'm threatening to take that pawn. Now you can take the knight. I don't think trading is something you want to do. But in this case, maybe you should. You can also just push the pawn, but that will drop the g4 pawn. You can also go here, target that pawn. That's also a possibility. So I have quite a few options here. Now if you goes there, now that just drops a rook. That's not good. And if you go there, that also drops a rook. The threat is to take the f3 pawn. I think my opponent is seeing that. I mean, we are playing a strong 1400. I think the best move is just take that knight. No, he's going there. Which is actually also a really fine move. Now, do I have something better here? For instance, can I give this check? Or can I take this anyway? I mean, if I take the pawn, now he can take back, and that now he has his pieces defended. I can take the rook, king will take. And I can come in with check, threatening the pawn. Now he's not going to allow me to take that pawn, of course. I can protect the rook with the bishop, so takes, that's a possibility, but that my bishop here is a target. What else do I have? Let me think. Well, the easiest thing to do, I think, is just to trade pieces. Now, I have this move to check. What about this? Is there a way to deflect the king somehow? Like check. Here or here. Well, then I know I win a pawn in that scenario. So check, but he doesn't have to go there. He can also go here. But then I have a rook. A very nice rook. I think I will play that. So check. I think I will go here. And if he blocks there, I can come in with the knight. Check. And you have to stay guarding the rook. So this was my idea. It's a lot of work for a pawn, but I think it works. King goes there or there. King goes there. Now I can take and then pick up the pawn. Now do I have something else? I don't think so. Let me grab that rook. Of course, you're taking the rook. I mean, what else do you have? And then I take the pawn. And then I go back. Now I have a super strong knight on an outpost. And now I will bring my other rook. And I will come in. King goes there. Okay, let's activate the rook. Then I go here. I mean, I have to do something. Yep, and maybe also time to play f6 and bring my king a little bit closer. He has a very active king, which is he's doing a good job in that. That is also a good move. I think I will just take. I mean, it's a free pawn, and I don't think the rook is going to do a lot of dangerous stuff. I mean, I can just play f6 and defend everything. Yeah, so we still need to activate El Rook. Come over, pick up that pawn. Now he goes there, so I think we just defend. Okay, so he is preparing something there. I just go here, activate the king. Now I missed this check, picking up the pawn. Always look for checks. Well, yeah, that was just stupid. That's so stupid. I missed it. He only have a minute left. He's quite down on the clock. I can also just walk my king to the rook, make it move. Okay. So takes, I think it's the most simple thing to do. Or do something like that. Now what about check? Where is the king going? No, this check is not possible now because of the but I can just go here, right? And attack the rook with the king. Now you can protect the rook. Then I will take the pawn for free. Yes, so that's now a free pawn. And now this check is re-enabled. Do I want to give that check? Yeah, probably I do. So let's do that. Let's give the check. Pick up the pawn. Now if he doesn't want to take, he has to move the king to a place where it cannot be checked by the knight. But the easiest thing to do is just, for me, take that knight. I will take with the rook. And yeah, he only has 2 seconds. He's going to lose on time. Yeah, that's it. Well, that was a good game. It was an interesting opening. Very interesting. And we are now 1386. We are almost 1400. It goes really fast. Let's check the analysis here. Now I hope my computer can process this a little bit better. I have closed all my background programs. I have nothing open except the chess.com website and the software I use to record. Okay, we played with 91.1. That's pretty high. And our opponent 83.3. That's also pretty good. So yeah, this was a competitive game. So the Caro-Kann opening was quite standard. Yes, so I took that's the book move. I remembered that from the old days. Old days, I'm talking about a couple of months ago, but bishop out, yeah, free pawn, good move. The check, yes, that was the best move. Okay, so we dealt with it in the best way. That's good. The queen out, that's a little bit strange. That was the right decision. Now, not castling for him was very annoying. That was a strange move. And here I saw I could trap the queen. Oh, this is not the best move. What is the best move here? Is it just to get the bishop out? And then actually the queen doesn't has a lot of play, but it can go here. That's the only place the queen can go to. And what he will probably do. But I'm not trapping the queen, I think. Right? I mean, I think I will just castle here. Wow, the engine. The engine is so slow. Yeah, I castle, then he plays a4. Bishop d3. No, we are not trapping the queen there. But our position is very good. But I saw this idea. Yep, now it traps the queen. And he find a very resilient move. Knight takes e6 is the best move. Yes, cool. I like it. Now what do I have to do here? Bishop takes e5. Yeah, take the queen. This is the best line. And then takes, and I think I should have taken with the king. Yes, king takes is better. Because they dropped the pawn and he should have taken my pawn. He didn't, so I could save the pawn. The knight out. Yep, taking is fine. Bishop back. Yep, and then we castled. Yep, the knight backwards move, also good. Yep, this is all good. Now rook infiltration. Yep, very nice. Nice. We found the best move. Best move. Best move. Picking up the pawn. Best move. Yeah, I'm really proud of this game. Take that free pawn. Solidify. Activate the king. Yeah, I missed the check. I think the check was the best move. No, rook e1 was better. Rook e1. Ah, okay. Hunting the pawns. Okay. But it's what's the evaluation? It's -8. It's -8. Yeah, we are completely winning here. Take the free pawn. Here, then check, and then he run out of time. King c2 was the best move. Yeah, then there are no more checks. And I think I'll take the free pawn here. F3. The computer suggests F3. Well, I don't think I would play F3. I think I would just pick up the pawn. Let him also take the pawn back. And then just bring the knight back, I think. I think that would be something I would play. This looks simple, safe, and we are completely winning. But yeah, pressure was too much. All right. Well, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And then I will see you back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I don't know if I will be playing chess on Sunday because Sundays are my rest days. But we will see. Otherwise, I will see you back Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Goodbye.